What's up, everybody? So I'm back with another reaction video, and today I'm reacting to episode 3 of Death Note. This series is pleasantly surprising me. I just did not go into it with high expectations at all, but these last 2 episodes, the first 2 episodes, the only 2 episodes that I've watched, have been crazy. Like, Light and L are about to go head to head. Ryuk, that disgusting monster thing, he's having the time of his life. He's just enjoying this battle that's about to go down between them, and I'm just wondering, like, is he going to try to manipulate the situation and instigate it, or is he just going to let things play out and just be like a bystander? I don't know. I'm excited, but Light needs to relax because I feel like he's about to self-destruct, but we're gonna see. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and leave down any videos you want me to react to.
All right, let's start with the tip line reports.
Yes, sir. Up to this point, we've received 3,029 responses about the murders via telephone and email.
Damn, that's a lot.
People who claim to either know Kira or who have seen him. All four.
They are full of shit.
However, nobody could provide any information that wasn't already publicly available. And lastly, this week there were an additional 21 people who called in claiming to be Kira.
I never understood that. Why do people want to act like they're the killer? For attention, but it's like, is it really worth it?
Concerning L's request that we investigate the time of death for each victim, we found that all of them occurred between the hours of 4 p.m. and 2 a.m. on weekdays, local time, with 68% of them occurring between 8 p.m. and 12 a.m.
That information is extremely relevant for us. Our suspect could very well be a student. Based on the fact that Kira is only killing criminals, I think it's safe to assume that he's driven by a very idealistic notion of justice. It's highly possible he may even aspire to be some sort of godlike figure.
Yes, that's exactly what he wants to be like. He's like getting power hungry.
Does anyone else have something they'd like to add?
Yes, sir.
What is it, Matsuda?
Well, I'm not saying this to support Kira or to condone the murders, but in the last few days throughout the world, but especially here in Japan, we've observed a dramatic decrease in the number of violent crimes committed.
Well, I suppose it makes sense.
Listen, his plan's working. That's all he's trying to say, is that his plan is working. Light has a good plan. He's just kind of, I guess, going about it the wrong way.
I would like you to go back and take a closer look at the exact way in which the victims' identities were made public. Be as thorough as possible.
In particular, I want to know if photos of the victims were made available to the public in Japan.
I'll leave it to you.
I'm so, like, anxious right now.
About what I said earlier at our meeting. Well, now that I think about it, I'm sure everyone already knew that. I wanted to apologize.
What on earth are you talking about?
What are you sorry about?
Has to be done, especially when it's something that isn't easy to say.
Right? What are
Having
you
said
sorry
that,
for?
if you've gone on to say that we should commend Kira for doing such a great job of reducing violent crime, then yes, I might have had a little problem with that.
I knew I could count on you, Light.
Hey,
That will never get easier to look at.
helping your sister with her homework, you sure are relaxed. Of course. If the police try to come after me, I'm pretty confident I've got something that'll give me the advantage.
What is that?
Hey, glad you could join us for dinner. You hungry, Dad?
Yeah, it's been a long day.
There's no way. There's no way that that's his dad that works at the police station.
I see. Well, Daddy's a policeman. And that must be the reason why you're so confident. That's right. It's easy for me to hack into Dad's computer. We're on a home network, so I can copy the files I need without leaving a trace. This way I can keep track of their investigation. Here we go.
I hope they don't blame his dad for his crimes. That would be... What? That would be crazy.
Well, isn't that interesting? Looks like the police are already beginning to suspect a student. I guess that means you're in trouble.
He just wants to laugh, and like, he wants him to get in trouble. That's the funny part. Like, he's like, ha ha, they're on to you.
In other words, if I write heart attack as the cause of death, then I should be able to write down all the details, including time of death afterwards, shouldn't I? Looks like I'll be able to provide you with more entertainment now.
What the hell? Wow. So now they're going to be dying during school hours so that nobody knows that he's a student, or to like throw them off his trail. Light is a smart. He's a smart motherfucker, I ain't gonna lie.
Another 23 victims yesterday? Are these confirmed?
Yes.
The day before, there were another 23 victims. He's killing one off every hour on the hour.
I believe Kira is telling us that not only can he kill from a distance, but he can also determine the time of death.
As soon as we began to suspect that Kira might be a student, the pacing of the killings changed, as if to contradict that theory. Coincidence? No. Too convenient. Only mean that Kira has access to police information. It's obvious now. This is a direct challenge to me.
I'd say Elle is probably starting to sweat a little by now.
He's not. He's not panicking right now.
There's one thing I don't get. Showing them you have connections to the police makes it easier for them to find you than when they just suspected you were a student.
Exactly.
To get close to Elle, so I can eliminate him. You still don't understand human beings. In this world, there are very few people who actually trust each other. And it's no different for the police, you know. What's especially important is that Elle and the investigators don't trust each other at all. On the surface, it will appear that Elle and the investigation team are working together to try to catch me. But in reality, Elle will investigate the police, and they will be investigating Elle. I'm not the one who's going to find Elle.
Gosh, this is
I can
crazy.
let the police do that for me.
And he'll have all that information because his dad. That's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. Oh my gosh.
With all due respect, Chief, we're resigning. Otherwise, you can have our badges right here and now.
Why? You're good cops!
Isn't it clear? It's because we value our lives, sir.
If what Elle says is true, Kira has some ESP-like power that somehow allows him to kill people indirectly, from anywhere.
Well, if I were Kira, sir, I'd probably want to try and get rid of the people who were trying to catch me.
Let's face it, he knows.
That's what he's doing, but he's not worried about y'all. He's worried about Elle. He thinks you guys are a bunch of idiots. Elle's the one he wants.
Unlike someone we know, we're out there investigating this case wearing police IDs with our names and photos on them. Anybody with a computer can find out who we are. We don't hide our faces, we're out in the open.
His plan is working.
Excuse us, Chief.
Hey, stop! All of you! Hold it right there!
But does he not understand what he's doing to his dad? You know what I mean? Like, he's stressing his dad out. He's putting his dad's job on the line. Like, this is crazy.
There are 141 people in the police force who have access to classified information regarding the investigation. I am sure that somewhere in this list of police officers and the people closest to them, we will find our suspect.
Oh my gosh, and there go his dad.
You got a second?
I already told you you can't talk to me in public. How many times do I have to tell you?
In that case, I'll talk, you just...
That's all y'all do is talk walking down the street. Like...
First of all, I don't have anything against you. I actually think the notebook couldn't have been picked up by a better person. I'm here because I have to stick around till the death note is finished, or I see you die, whichever comes first. It's just that I'm no ally of yours, or Kira's if you prefer. The only reason I'm gonna tell you this is because personally it's starting to creep me out.
Get to the point already.
You're being followed by another human. He's watching you right now.
Oh my gosh, who is that?
Who would be following me? Does this mean Elle is already starting to suspect the police?
Oh my gosh.
Above all, I need my stalker's name. Once I figure that out, I can get rid of him for good.
Light.
He's gonna turn into a monster because you have to protect yourself. Like, you have to kill even innocent people. But his goal is not to kill innocent people. It's just to kill criminals and bad people. But he's gonna turn into a monster trying to protect himself. He just needs to end it now.
Though this has less to do with lengthening life and more to do with cutting it short.
What do you mean cutting it short?
Oh gosh.
Through a Shinigami's eyes, a human's name can be seen above their head. Not only that, we see their lifespan as well.
Their name and lifespan?
He looks crazy as hell in his eyeball right now.
Name and lifespan right now. If I converted that to human time, I could tell you how many years you've got left, but there's no way I'd ever tell you that. If a Shinigami drops his death note and a human picks it up, he can grant that human the eyes of a Shinigami. But only if a deal is...
Don't do it. Light does not need no more power.
The word. words. If you were supposed to live another 50 years, it'll be 25. If it was one more year, then 6 months.
I see. And since you've made it clear you're not on anyone's side, and won't help me out, you wouldn't just give me the names of people I wanted to kill. Basically, you're saying that I can't simply borrow your powers. I'd have to pay for them.
That's right.
He about to choose. What decision is he about to make? How far is he willing to go for this?
If I agree, I'll be able to know everyone's name just by looking at them. If I had that power, the Death Note would only be easier to use.
So, what'll it be, Light? Is it a deal?
Who is that? Is that L? Oh gosh, why to be continued? Not them leaving us on a cliffhanger, because who is that? Was that L that was following him? And of course he's gonna choose to get the Shinigami's eyes because he's so invested in this. What if it says that he has 2 weeks? Is that worth, you know, having 1 week left in the Death Notebook? Like, is it worth it? He's so like impulsive and power hungry, and it just keeps increasing that I feel like he's making these impulsive decisions and he's stressing me out. And child, okay, I'm ready for episode 4. Okay, I will see you guys in the next one.